To announce that Quentin Tarantino will be directing, drumroll please, a live adaptation of Mulan! We will begin our cast search broadly. We will make every effort to stay true to the oriental roots of this story. This actress will embody all that we want for our Disney princesses. She will exhibit valor, poise, and perfection. Admittedly, we don't know who to cast yet, whether yellow skin with bleach or a white mask with yellow face. She will be nameless as Jane Doe as Ling Ling. We will make her as threatening as a paper fan, forgettable as a fortune cookie. We decided to cast Matt Damon as Captain Shang. He will have a dragon tattoo in his arms and Chinese letters on his chest. He will wear the culture so cliche in his sleeves. People will have to believe it. In fact, the whole movie be told from his perspective. We will make Mulan worth as much as what her body can tell. Her skin is a sample of East Asia, destined to be colonized, to be covered with napalm and called a happy ending. Who better to narrate history than a white man? When they ask us, what makes you think you were factually correct? What gave us the power to turn the bones of dynasties into kung fu films and comical characters? We'll tell them. We've done this before. The Mask of Fu Manchu, Boris Karloff, Tea House of the August Moon, Marlon Brando, Breakfast at Tiffany's, Mickey Rooney, and we'll do it again. The Last Samurai, Tom Cruise, Aloha, Emma Stone, Ghost in the Shell, Scarlett Johansson, and it has always worked. But we won't tell the truth. We won't tell them how Mulan's name translates to a magnolia tree. How her story bloomed into ballads sung by strong men with soft voices. We won't tell them how this is a story of a Chinese daughter who stood and took her father's place in a war. Though we're afraid that Asian leads won't sell on American soil, we can't deny their stories are worth $1 million. The story of my Filipina mother, who left all that she loved and built to get her children an education. How she rebooted the origin story of her tongue to feel at home in a city that would rather see her falter. The story of how my Vietnamese father fought starvation by feeding the family first. The hope for a better life was what kept him filled, worthy of a documentary and a spotlight. The stories of laundromats and nail salons, of sushi and pho restaurants, of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the times when America was afraid of how strong we stand after taking a bomb into our culture. In the final scene, when the war has ended, Matt Damon gives Mulan the sword of the enemy general. Mulan takes it from his humbled hands, his head bowed in respect. The scene cuts to a shot of her standing at the top of the Imperial Temple. She raises her fist, sword in hand, in front of a sea of proud people. The screen dims to black. The curtain closes, but the credits never stop rolling.